Welcome back, folks, to the exciting edition of Let's Play Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones. As always, I am your host, J Square John Jeremy, and Eddard Stark has passed away. His grandson Daemon Stark now rules as it says Lord Paramount, but it should say King of the North. I'm not really sure why it's not saying that. I better not have lost that title for whatever reason. I mean, I am independent, so I'm not sure why it's doing this, but, you know, things. Let's go and continue our campaign here, see if it'll just auto-fix itself. It doesn't look like it is. Hooray. That's fantastic. We'll have a funeral shortly for our grandfather here. And let's work on building up our refuge here. Gonna need some more gold for that. I have a couple prisoners here. Brynda Manderley here. 10 gold to be spent to ransom. I'll take that 10 gold, thank you. I will spend enough food to satisfy everyone's hunger. Patrol posts have been built in Winterfell. Very good. In the meantime, what's going on in the rest of the lands of Westeros here? Aemon here still has his fight against Willard Tully of the Trident. He is currently winning that fight right now. There's a bit of border gore down here in the southern Westeros territories. Feasting commence. Let's see what shenanigans we've got here now. Faction is still pretty good here in the Kingdom of the North. Like I said, not really sure why we are not considered to be a king. Why we're still called Lord Paramount. As the feast begins, Lord Osric Little presents a petition before the court. He says that crime and banditry in Pines End is an increasing threat and the local sheriffs cannot contain the problem. He petitions you send men and coin to eradicate the menace plaguing the area. Sure. Why not? Master Rickon organized a group of men to tackle the bandits and rogues in Pines End. He successfully captured or killed many prominent criminals and publicly hanged them as an example to others. The problem has now been stamped out and Lord Osric is satisfied. Good work! I am talking to one of my guests at the feast and found the most interesting. Hours flew by, wine bottles were emptied, other guests excused themselves and went to bed, but we kept talking until the wee hours. Me and Mathis Blackmire are now friends. Lord Jory Bowl has used his attendance at the feast in Winterfell to present a petition for justice before the court. He claims that Desmond Flint sullied his honor by having illicit relations with his wife behind his back. Sounds like someone we know. Arrested. You'll be sent to the wall. Maybe. I will call you to trial. How about that? Trial before the court. Desmond Flint has demanded a trial before the court, which Sir Sethriz Mallory shall oversee to ensure justice is served. Both made poor cases, but he is guilty. And because of that, he will be sent to the wall. 3 days have gone by since Lord Paramount Eddard passed away, and the body was cleaned, prepared for burial, and wrapped in a shroud and laid at the base of the weirwood tree. Kith and close kin of the dead arrived to mourn, with each placing offerings for the dead about the body. As darkness draws in, the gathered party make their way to the God's Wood as the eldest kinsman, hooded and cloaked in heavy linen, proceeds forwards and enters carrying the runic weirwood staff. Everyone present sets their eyes downcast, fearful of glimpsing the staff. The staff is put to the body to measure, then the kinsman whispers to the body before departing. As soon as the ritual is concluded, those closest to the dead gather up the body and carry it to the grave, where they offer their final farewells. And so it is done. Lord Paramount Eddard Stark died of cancer on June 4, 343, at the age of 80. He was a man who was known to be most courageous, and also one of the greatest warriors of his generation, his martial prowess being famed throughout the kingdom. Eddard wielded the famous Valyrian steel greatsword Ice, the ancestral blade of House Stark. Well, there you go. So yeah. Daemon Stark here. His heir, Lord Torrin. No important decision. We can hold a melee if we'd like. I'd rather not right now. New ruler of the Westerlands, Lord Paramount Sandor of the Westerlands has inherited the titles from Lord Paramount Garrison. A 1-year-old dwarf of House Kenning. Garrison died at the age of 20 of severe stress. He should talk to Eddard. His heir is Lord Gormond of Shield Row, Kenning. Oh, part of the Iron Owls. What? That'll be interesting. That doesn't mean that the Iron Owls will grab that, would it? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Lord Artos of White Harbor has provided me with proof that Lord Arnulf of Carhold has been viciously slandering me. Oh, really? Carhold. You stop it. When confronted with the evidence, Lord Arnulf swore to stay out of all factions and be loyal. Excellent. Holland wants a fief of his own, specifically the castle of Brandenburg. Nope. I don't want Tyrant. Promise to arrange it. You probably will die, though. You've got gonorrhea. A former diplomat of the Free Cities has approached me, offering to do my reward for a price, of course. Rosalind Torrent. Interesting. Ternasio. No, get out of here. But if you want to come to my court, that'd be great. Nope. You're like, nope, not interested. This guy's gonna lose his battle. 47% in favor of Lord Luther II of Highgarden. Para has been in custody for too long. I will take that offer. Who's left? We have Daisy and Freyna. Can I just kill you now? Upset rulers in the north. Boo. Visit chambers? That's awkward. Just go away. Bessa is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. Things are pretty quiet right now. I like it. Perianne Hill, try to convince me. Stop it, Perianne. I've mulled it over carefully, but I must follow my heart and mind. I don't have an option to imprison her. Let's see, Winterfell here. Go ahead and build up your private farm or small farms here for some good stuffs. Andrea Root, former wife of Edmure Tully, has passed away. I don't care about Willard. Well, I guess I kind of do. Because he was the one who was married to... Was that our sister? That was our sister. Oh! Oh, I kind of care now. Come on back here, Willard. can claim the trident for Hullen, but I don't want to do that because that will just lead to nonsense. Although, they're both pretty old, and the chances of him getting... If Hullen were to die after I've given him the trident, does that revert back to me in that case? I'm not sure. You've got 3,500 soldiers. I'm gonna declare a war on you for the trident. Claim the trident, claim the trident. They're both the same thing. Yep. Going to war. Going to war for the trident. We'll see how we do here. Now this is going to probably make Aemon upset. I wonder if we're hostile to Aemon if that's the case now too. Hopefully we're able to take part in a... Never mind. They were like, nope, not taking a chance on that. Don't want to lose both of those territories, so never mind. What happened? White pieced? Did you white piece? Yep, you white pieced. That's what happened. That's fine. We still needed to build up our forces anyway. But I like the fact that we were able to press it, which means that claim should continue on if they ever had a kid, which doesn't really matter, so... Now you're still fighting down there in Dorne. Sharp pains in your abdomen cause you to clutch at your stomach. Alas, I have abdominal pain. Well, that's not good. Oh, there we go. Declare yourself King of the North. That's what I was before, but okay, cool. I'll do it again. I am King of the North. Theoden is sure you have the flu. He insists you follow his instructions. Very well. All hail his grace Daemon of the House Stark, the first of his name, King in the North, King of Winter and the First Men, Lord of Winterfell and Protector of the Realm. The King in the North. The King in the North. See? Look at that. Kingdom of the North. Well, that's weird. It doesn't say that Eddard was King of the North. Just goes right to Daemon. That's strange. And also sad. Doesn't recognize Eddard as being the first King of the North again. Maester Theoden insists that you should abstain from food in order to feel better and prescribed a 3-day fast. I'm glad I hired Theoden. I can press a claim on the trident. No, I cannot. I cannot afford to lose 100 piety. You can no longer ignore the irritation in your throat. You begin to violently cough. Obligate the vassal. (57% in favor of Lord Luther II of Highgarden. New ruler of Castle Serwyn. Leopold. Seek treatment for illness. Aren't I already at +2? Yeah. I'm fine. I don't want to seek additional treatment. Who knows what that guy's going to do to me. Winterfell Refuge, 145 for that. Thought I was born to Donis and Rosalind named Janilla. Lady Dacey has dragged her unfaithful spouse, Lord Kane, before me and insists I should punish him. Sure. You're confined to your bed, your body racked with aches and chills, you have contracted the flu. That's still fine though, because I still have +2 health, so it means nothing. Maester Theoden comes to you and offers you treatments for your illness. He explains that there are several different types of treatments he can offer. This is gonna be interesting. When Maester Theoden entered your chambers, he was followed by an air most foul. The stench seemed to originate from the jar in his hands, a mixture of cow's dung and herbs from your poultice, master. When Theoden proceeded to smear it on your chest, you almost retched, but successful treatment +2 health. Hooray! So stupid flu can go away. Rosby is war against the tyranny of King Aemon. Castle Rock, Rosby, Skyreach, and Faring Cross now at war with Aemon. Aemon, man, you are having some troubles. Several tavern owners in Winterfell have come forward to your court with complaints against Lord Arnulf of Carhold. Apparently he has gone on drunken rampages in all of their establishments, and they are demanding compensation. Lord Arnulf claims to have no memory of the nights in question. Damn right he pays. You are no longer content to rest on your laurels. The problems facing your realm are legion, and clearly no one can fix them but you. I gain the trait ambitious. That's good. If you die, it passes on to me anyway. Yeah, passes on to me anyway. Just don't ruin anything in it. It's been going so well. What's this? Dangerous faction. Increased council power in the north, you silly people. Lord Rickon for the north. Oh, really, Uncle? You want to have the north, do you? Interesting. I'm watching you all. Valeman War for Bella's claim on Wycombe. Lord Kane of the Rills has increased during the increased council power in the North faction. Even if they were to rebel, it'd be no problem for us to take them out. We've got too many good generals now at this point. I was hoping we would see a invasion from the White Walkers this series, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. I'm not sure what's keeping them back, but that's not going to be a thing, it looks like. Interesting. His heir is not a Targaryen, and was his sister die? Is that what happened? Or his aunt? Yeah. Shara died at the age of 37, clutching at her heart. So now his heir is actually Gendry, the Baratheon. If he dies, who takes over then? Stannis does. Stannis is still alive. Interesting. You've recovered from the flu. Fantastic. But he did get a wife, Shara Targaryen, the daughter of Lucas Starkholm and Shara Targaryen again. So she's also considered to be nuts. So kind of a thing. Gendry probably won't get the title. Hey everybody, J Square John Jeremy here with a brief intermission. Just want to thank you all for watching thus far. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so you can keep track of the content being produced, and share this content out if you feel that others would enjoy it as well. Let's get back to it. You've got a war going on? Ah. Defending against Lady Teza of Yunkai and Yunkish Westerlander war for the city of Westerport. I see. Yunkai's slightly winning that one. Interesting. Probably not too much of a concern, though, for them. How's your rebellion going? 3% in favor of King Aemon. His problem is that he's got to go from area to area to take out all these silly rebels. Baron Volmark's still in charge here in the Iron Isles. And of course, we are just sitting pretty up here in the north in Winterfell. Not too concerning, really. Winter is already coming to an end. Fantastic. Good news, everyone. A short winter. Oh. Who are you? Kalhago of Ogo took out most of the Rish Kedal, and Dothraki did kind of... See, for once, I'm right in that Dothraki did grow up here. I'm not crazy. Ooh. Yeet united. The Azure Empress Lien of Yeti. She's managed to grab pretty much all those territories there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Mistress Jane has been a legal enabled servant, and I will owe you a favor, because I don't want to pay you gold. Artos Manderley wants to investigate Donna Stark's legitimacy. Interesting. 22% in favor of Sandor of the Westerlands. Yeah, figured as much. New ruler Nastapor as well. How did Cracklaw get part of the Westerlands? Or be part of the Westerlands? That's interesting. Marcella Lannister has been imprisoned by the High Septon. What did you do, Marcella? I'm in court as the accused. Oh, I see. I wonder what's going to happen to you, Marcella. Nope, she was released. Well, there you go. The High Septon was no match for her, apparently. Giles is winning his war against the Trident. Trident's pretty much exhausted now at this point. We could try and press a claim on the Trident now for Holland, who looks like won't have an heir. Or does it go to her? I don't think so. Yeah. Winter isn't coming to an end. Declare war for the Trident. $54,000 troops versus our 20,000. Not a very good idea, John. How's Winterfell doing? Let's go ahead and build up that castle town. Athan has now joined our court. Ooh, a siege leader and an organizer too. Excellent. Make you a commander. Oh no, you already made a commander. Haha, excellent. My wife Tana's complained about me being absent for so often, so when I found that I had some extra gold to spend, I decided to buy her something nice. Queen Tana falls in love. Hooray! I have lost. Immediately lost our love affair. Good job, John. Good job. Word has reached me that an ambitious adventurer, Lucaire, is gathering men for some sort of attack on my territory. What? Really? Yeah, you lost. Figured as much. What are you? Interesting. I'd much rather marry you. Genius, strong, and skilled fighter? What is this? Who are you? Preparing an adventure against me, cannot kill. One likes offers from infidels. Interesting. Alright, I'll keep that one going there. We'll see what happens there. Another new ruler of Astapor. They go through them like flies over there. %76% in favor of Dorne. That war will be over soon. I'm kind of curious about this adventurer. See what happens with that. Who rules the Dothraki? Calcotho the Candid. You want to join my court? Alaric Snow here? No. 50 gold? No. Not interested. Now you want to join my court, Rogar. 19 learning is pretty good, but what would you be a... you can't be a priest, because I already have a priest. Nope. To your grace, King Damon, I write this letter to inform you of a great threat. Sir Donis is not the child of Brandon at all, but the product of adultery on the part of his mother and another man. What? Stop it. That was Brandon's son, right? Yeah. He's also a known murderer. Well, that's a thing. Poor form, Donis. Poor form indeed. Build up our refuge here. Soup kitchen. Don't want any diseases in Winterfell. None. .4% in favor of Aemon. 8% in favor of Sandor. 70% in favor of Dorne. The problem is, Dorne can't really attack Lys directly. It's very hard for them to do that. It's very hard for anybody to really attack across the ocean. So they have to wait for the armies to get to them. Lord Garibald of the Crossing was hanged in the orders of Lord Paramount Willard of the Trident. Well, that's awkward. Melaine of the Fray and Melaine of the Crossing is now in charge here, a 1-year-old. Punish people. That does allow me to press a couple more claims, though, on the crossing. Your cousin Donna Stark has died now of poor health. Well, there you go. Damn it. There goes that line. Speed things up here a bit. I'm wanting to see what this adventurer does. I think based on that... Oh, I'll get the vassal. I think based on that, I think we can call this a successful campaign. Anything's improved. If they even launch the campaign, they've got less than 10 months to do it now in. Castle Townsend built in Winterfell. Excellent. 4,000 troops alone in Winterfell. I like a lot. There's my soup kitchen. the inn here as well. Another good commander. Another organizer. This one not as good as the last one, though. Come on, adventurer. Show me something worthwhile. Stop it. Nobody likes... None of the Boltons like Jane. Your bannerman, Helman Talhart, has been discovered to be practicing the outlawed custom of the Lord's Right, betting common peasants against their will. What has to be done with him? Arrested. Ransom for 70 gold. Yo. Can't have that until I have modest estates. Can't have modest estates until I have guard stations. Guard stations 2. Which is what? I assume basic defenses? Alyssa Stark. Struggle. Well, they better launch it. They got 7 days. Nope, they didn't. Lucera of Lucera's host declared Lucera's conquest of Tyrosh. She disputed lands. She went up to Tyrosh instead. With 4,000 soldiers. Ooh, wow. Big deal. Valeria Martel died attending a chamber of business. All right. It's March 31st, 348. That adventurer thing did not spawn for us, unfortunately. White piece there. He's gonna win that war. She's gonna win that one. Yeah. Daemon Stark has managed to successfully retain control of the north. Doesn't seem to be any real issue here. There's an increased council power faction, but that's nothing. Same thing with Rickon here. Rickon, as soon as Rickon dies, it's over. Crown Loyalist faction still pretty strong here. Yeah. Think this is a successful campaign. Eddard Stark managed to become independent, and after some prodding, some heavy prodding, and his grandson Daemon has taken over. Could we have done things a bit better? Sure. Most assuredly. But, I don't think it's necessary for us to continue on this particular campaign, because there's plenty more stories to tell. Which story will we tell next? Find out next time. Hey everyone, J Square John Jeremy here. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click on subscribe and the bell icon to ensure you're kept up to date on the channel. Until next time, so long and take care.